Here she is, the one and only. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're right on time. You're right on time.
Patient time. Fashion time.
Non, famille. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour, bonsoir. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to come and to be part of this conversation. So the goal for today is really a conversation, and so that we truly can engage. Many of you in the room are consumer entrepreneurs, are leaders, are very cognizant of so much of what we're going to talk about. So I want to engage you in the conversation and listen very deeply to this amazing panel of leaders and partners that we have who are going to really take the time to share with us their experiences, but most importantly, what they know about business, entrepreneurship, the realities of Haiti, and how we come together for a vision in the future that moves not only Haiti forward, but all communities across the world where Haitian women live and Haitian women entrepreneurs lead. So with that, and donc avec ça, et m'a commencé. Ça passe le bail ok. Parce que j'étais d'accord, donc m'a fait en anglais et puis mais je voulais encourager tout le monde dans ça pour nous parler langue que vous voulez, donner des questions et puis moi-même m'a fait le voir pour m'assurer que communication faite. So I would like to emphasize for everyone in the room who, when you have questions, and for my panelists, to speak in the language that they're most comfortable with, and I will endeavor, as well as our amazing interpreters, to facilitate seamless communication. So with that, I want to start by acknowledging and really briefly introduce our amazing panelists to you. They go without introduction. Their bios, if not yet updated on Wova, will be updated on Wova by tomorrow, and I encourage you to get to know each and every one of them by tomorrow as well, as they will have much more to share. So we'll start with the dear Bangayet Khan, who surpassed introduction. She has a tremendous 33-year-long career in banking. She's been an entrepreneur of Galata herself, so she not only has led the banking ecosystem and is consummated in her knowledge of what that means for the entrepreneur ecosystem, but she's been in the shoes of a consumer and entrepreneur herself, and you heard her this morning, so I don't think I need to say much more. And thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. And Diane, also, se passe l'introduction. Diane is wearing so many hats, but most importantly, she's an artist, she's a designer, she's a child of Haiti, she bridges cultures, and she's a dear friend who's the founder and thought behind Bien Habillé, this amazing brand of luxury, silk, scarf, baguette, and so forth. And she has so much to share about the sector, but as a leader, woman entrepreneur, artist, and inspiration herself. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And dear Marie-Maud. Marie-Maud also surpassed the introduction. It's really hard to have to introduce so many powerful women. But Marie-Maud wears multiple hats. She is a tremendous entrepreneur, particularly health entrepreneur, as a surgeon and medical doctor renowned, a life coach. She also owns multiple businesses, really is dedicated to what you would call holistic health, as her businesses span across the health space, agriculture. I would argue that food is health as well, and Mind Body Haiti. And she mentors and teaches, and also is a tremendous mind and kind heart that I would urge you to also get to know. And last but not least, you will learn to know that Joanne Alex community has an amazing story, and you'll hear about that story in terms of how Kweiwaze came to be. We've gotten to know each other over the years, but she is also, she has a background in IT engineering, but most importantly, she's a comptable, and her other half is here as JICA, the firm who works with small businesses, and also Coivoise, the newly founded foundation who works with women entrepreneurs in the South and really providing the wraparound services so that they can stand on their feet. She's really is a phenomenal force as well, Beatrice, her colleague. So I would urge you as well to connect with her and not only learn about what you're doing in Haiti, but consider them as well as a resource as you think about your own entrepreneurship. You're welcome. So with that, without further ado, I will turn it over to our dear Magalia to set the stage for us a bit. And really and we started to hear this morning about the challenges of entrepreneurship in Haiti, big lines, what are some of the key pain points, but also opportunities. So I'll turn it to Magalia to set the stage for us and ground us, and so that we can get into a deeper conversation around the topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana. Good afternoon, everybody. A pleasure to be here with you. A lot has been said earlier today, and I guess you heard some of the economic data on Haiti today. And again, I cannot help but say that those are dire information that we have to live with, that we have to be cognizant of, and we have to be also very clear-minded about what's happening today in Haiti. I don't know of any other country that has had 5 consecutive years of regression in their economy. And that says so much about what's happening to the people of Haiti. What's happening to a people that was already deprived of so many things. And that today, because of those data that I shared with you earlier today, it has gotten much worse. So you can imagine the jobs that have been lost, because manufacturing has lost a lot of ground. Businesses have closed. People have lost their jobs. People have been displaced. People, the fact that gang activities are hindering the free flow of goods and services also hits very hard at the heart of businesses in Haiti. And the first that are to get out of the picture are small businesses or micro enterprises. And on the micro side, I can tell you, with the displacement of people, because gangs, they drive you out of your community. A lot of people had to move their businesses out of their area, and once you move your business out of your area, you lose your business. So the loss has been on the whole spectrum of the economy, from the micro entrepreneur to the small entrepreneur to the medium entrepreneur, and to large businesses, because there have been large businesses that have to lose their business in a significant manner. This morning we spoke a lot about women in businesses, about the Potomiton, Madame Sarah, the restaurateurs de rue, you name it, the transformers of agricultural products, and so on and so forth. But I want to highlight one sector of the economy that has lost quite a bit, but nobody seems to know that they are losing quite a bit, and nobody seems to be aware of the immensity of the impact of what's happening today in Haiti has on them. Those are medium-sized businesses owned by women, in great part, restaurants, studio de beauté, et firmes d'ingénierie, that have seen their businesses dwindle to almost nothing. But given the category that they belong to, okay, those are people qui ont, comme on dit en français, pignon sur rue. So they have pignon sur rue. They have to pay taxes, they have to pay rent, they have to pay electricity, they have to pay DGE, they have to pay everything. And whereas notre marchand de rue, no matter how, you know, how much you love them, because they are kind of they are a great driver of the economy. But those people that have a pignon sur rue, that are faced with all these expenses, have not been able to get their head over water. So from that standpoint, I'm saying this is the state of things in Haiti. This is it's a reality that strikes you in the face when you know people, you're friends with people, you know people that today had to close their businesses, that have no other options to travel to anywhere. Not only because of their age, but because they have no option to go and travel anywhere. And then they have to be faced with that harsh reality that, hey, how do I survive till the next day? How do I put food on my table for the next day? And believe me, those are not necessarily the poorest of the poor. Those are middle class people today that are being hit and that are being hit very forcefully. I don't know if I should go on, but I guess you would.
No, you're doing well.
Okay. So this is today. You know, I don't want to be scaring anybody, and people are really asking me, you know, how do we do it in Haiti? Because I live in Haiti. How do we do it? There's something which I found out as of late with Haitians is the sense of solidarity that has kind of transpired to a point that it is being seen and touched, something which I had not quite seen as of late. And today, you don't need for somebody to tell you that I have not eaten for 2 days. To see that in his face, to see that in your face, and to do what you need to do without asking any questions, without saying anything. You understand me, I understand you, and then put to feel, and then move on. So that sense of solidarity has helped quite a few people get by in an environment which is extremely hostile, as you know. Listen again, I don't like to talk about it like that, but since we're talking about what's happening on the ground, this is what's happening on the ground. And hopefully tomorrow I will have a different discourse, I will have a different speech, I will have a different, something really positive. Because the fact also that I'm sitting in Haiti, but because I keep a positive outlook to what's happening as well. So there are so many things to be done in Haiti, and as I was saying this morning, we have to put order, some order, into how we do things. We cannot have everybody wanting to do everything. We cannot do all things to all people. You cannot be doing what you want to do. No. We have to put order. We have to have, comme je disais ce matin, une société très claire, très déliée. We have to have des politiques publiques, okay, qui adressent des sujets spécifiques et qui servent de guidelines, and that, you know, that are used as guidelines for us to know how to operate, for us to ensure that we know what each of us responsibility is in the spectrum of things. I love to say I had the National Volleyball Federation in Haiti, and each time that they asked me, how do you see things, Malaga? And I said, do something. My biggest regret is that we don't have a public policy on sports in Haiti. It's not normal that as the head of federation, I want to do what I want to do. The the head of basketball does what it needs to do, the head of football does what it needs to do, the head of tennis, no, that's not normal. You have to have a box within which everybody works, and that applies also to all facets of life. That should apply to all facets of life in Haiti. Otherwise, we will not get anywhere. If you don't have discipline, if you don't have consistency, if you don't have rules to follow, and then if you know that if you don't follow the rules, somehow you get penalized, we're not going to get anywhere. So my little volleyball federation, I have to say, however, that among the many ministers of sports that I live through to Haiti, as one, to take the responsibility of putting people together, a team together, to work on the public policy for sports. We did that, but the next thing you know, governance is so feeble, is so weak, that everything stayed in the drawer. We have not been able to have it right. We have not been able to have a legal framework that goes with the policy to be presented to Parliament. We have not been able to do that. Hopefully one day we'll have more responsible people at the head of the states, and there I'm sure I won't even have to tell them what to do, they will know what to do. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you again so much, Maria, for your grounding remarks. Although you did mention that you hope that in some ways your remarks back tomorrow can be more positive, but I think it's important to ground us in the reality so that, because only from reality can we move forward. With that, I think, Diane, your story is such a powerful story, and the evolution of Binami, I think, has been the testament as well of, in so many ways, how the conditions in Haiti have been sometimes helpful, but also sometimes very difficult, related to building a brand that crosses borders, particularly working with artists and women who, in many ways, really kind of depend on that kind of cross-border partnership into a global market. So would you share with us your journey in building on what Maria just shared, challenges, opportunities, but also celebration, because we know we just celebrated your residency at Bonney.
Thank you. You know, one of the things that people often ask me about when it comes to dealing with Haiti, like how do you continue with everything that's going on? And I always tell them it's really my level of commitment to Haiti. To me, it's like a marriage, and I'm not going to give up on that marriage. I've worked in design all around the world and worked for some very large companies where I made millions in numerous other countries. And I reached a point in my personal career where I felt like I want to be successful for my own people, you know. And so there was really nothing that was going to stop me unless I don't wake up in the morning. But really, I sit here and I think about it. It's been since 2015, and just now, you'll have to excuse me for being late. Ironically, the two women who catapulted me into Haiti, two Haitian women, are actually here. So I remember when I first started going to Haiti, and I was talking to some of the big wigs in the textile sector. You know, they would see my pedigree, and then I would say to them, I want to create in Haiti. And everyone was saying, no, 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 your quality's not in Haiti, you're not going to find it in Haiti, that's impossible, not in Haiti. I mean, I heard no so many times. And it was a peer who's here, I happened to be at a trade show in New York. Christelle Paul, who does Atelier Kala, looked at me and said, you can do it, and I'm going to introduce you to someone. And she introduced me to Natalie Conquet, who has Artisan is a network. And Natalie had me train my first group of artisans, well, actually it was my second group of artisans in Plateau Central. You remember. And I thought I was going to be training these artisans from scratch on what to make and how to make and pattern drafting and the whole 9 yards. And in reality, what I found was a network of women who had been, sewing and creating for decades, literally decades. I mean, there were people who would be old enough that I consider like my grandmother, and it just amazed me because when I asked them, what do you need, the first thing they just said was like, we just need jobs and we need someone who's not going to give up, because it's very easy for a lot of foreigners come in and out of Haiti, and they say, oh, I want to create this and I want to create that, and it's cute and it seems a la mode for them for the moment, but a la mode isn't going to pay the bills. And so at the end of the day, the level of commitment that I have with Haiti is what has really got us to this point. I mean, to this day, a couple of months ago, I had someone from India saying, I can make your bags. Let me make your bags. And I smiled and I said no, because I want, the name of the brand is Yanavier. I can't give you Yanavier. I love my scarves, but trust me, I was coming to Haiti to actually make a scarf. And then I found out, okay, well, we don't make fabric like that, so that's why it's only the scarf. But literally, as a designer, I'm always thinking, what else can I make that can be made in Haiti? And it's just one of those things where I look at it from the standpoint of what else can I make that from a consumer product standpoint people would want, that could still be made in Haiti. That, trust me, there's been times when I said I wanted to like export my favorite tape noir, you know what I mean? So I'm just a pro Haiti person, and I'm a global, person who's constantly wanting to, share Haiti with the world. And so really, like my whole entire pedigree is making a product in another country and then bringing it to the biggest consumer, which is the United States. But even now, after the Balmain situation, it really, I can say one of the, there's so many great situations from that. It's a book in itself, but we're offered now, beaded bags are offered in Paris, in a boutique in Paris, and it came afterwards. That, I just love it when people see the quality and they're like, this is being made out of Haiti. And I'm like, yes, because, yes, it's made out of Haiti, And it's just one of those things that I remember saying to the CEO about it, like too often people think Haiti, they think cheap and poor quality, and like that's not the case. There's so much more that people have to explore, but too often people are not willing to explore it. And yes, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and say it's a rainbow in dealing with Haiti. I mean, there's definitely hiccups, but a marriage has hiccups. Like I said, it's a marriage to me, so I'm just staying committed to Haiti.
What can I say? And I do remember in Pablo Central, and I remember that training, I can attest to the fact that Diane never gives up. I don't know how many conversations we've had of different designs, different things, different ideas. So again, she truly is a model, as all of you, of inspiration and commitment. And again, we celebrate you. We celebrate you and celebrate the women who are leading and doing this amazing work. Thank you. And now we'll pass it to, so one of the interesting things I think about really spotting, and one of the interesting things about this panel, it's not just the panel, it's really about shedding light on how women do entrepreneurship. Right? There is a particular way in which we do entrepreneurship. There's a particular way in which we infuse this kind of entrepreneurial spirit into the things that we do and into care. And I think in many ways the work that Mahmoud has done in her businesses really demonstrate what social entrepreneurship looks like, what health entrepreneurship looks like. So as we think about what we consider to be entrepreneurial, I think that she's definitely a model, an example of somebody who's kind of departed from the beaten track and an inspiration for many others. So with that in mind, would you please share about your story, and particularly highlight how you've been able to kind of build this kind of really, I don't want to say empire, but I think you're getting there. In the best ways.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Hi everybody. I will study English, but I live in Haiti and I'm really more comfortable in French or Creole. So thank you for having me here. I'm a really good friend of Oriel. She put me in that place. You know, I love to speak in public. And well, I'm a medical doctor. I'm an ENT and an surgeon. And from the very beginning in my life, I wanted to do things differently and see what that I don't have in my country. And ENT was not a specialty in Haiti. So, ear, nose, and throat, head and neck surgeon. And so I'm between the first 3 females being trained and ENT in Haiti. And even that, I was a doctor working, I still wanted to make things different. And with a group of other doctors, we built the first team practice in Haiti since 2004. I see, you see my age. And from there, I've been in touch with some books about, I don't know if you know Robert Kiyosaki, and said that you have to do things differently and think system instead of doing everything yourself. So I was really interested in doing things differently and not having only a clinic, but having a system working and helping others do the same. And with my husband, we've been in personal development, financial literacy, and leadership program 20 years. It's been 20 years. And what I've learned is that you can learn how to be an entrepreneur. You're not born a leader or you're not born an entrepreneur. When you want something, when you dream of something, you're ready to fight for it, you're ready to learn from the books from others, and you have a mentor, you know, mentoring you during the steps, you can achieve a lot of things. And I'm still living in Haiti. I know, it's hard. It's hard, but I don't know, I love my country. When things are really tough, I know I pray and ask God why I've been born in that country, because there are so many countries around the world. Why did you pick Haiti for me? And I think I have my mission there. So I'm still working, and then my husband and I, we've been interested in the agriculture area, so we launched a urban agricultural business and working with les paysans and helping, but within the city, not you know, far from the city, really in the city, and helping people growing vegetables even at their house, even to produce to yourself and sell what you have, you know, qui soit en plus. And so we launched that business also, and during the COVID, my husband and I, we launched a wellness center, because I have a nephew who has arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and I've seen his journey. He is now 26 years old, but since the age of 16, he stopped to walk and have every articulation completely deformed, and have seen him going through an holistic approach of health. And so my husband and I, we decided to do medicine differently. Instead of just coming in our office and have a diagnosis and give you treatment, we treat the whole person. Yes. You know, we have a psychologist working with us, a nutritionist, and we do what we call functional medicine. It's not about only treating, but it's about preventing. And so we came with that concept where we have Mind Body IT. I hope you can follow us on Instagram, and where we do from spa to physiotherapy to medicine to vitamins, supplements, nutrition, and sports, and relaxation, meditation, because we think that that's what people needed during the COVID. And every time, I think, you know, crisis equals opportunity. You can either complain or do something about it. So we decided that we're gonna stay in Haiti, So we better do something, and we cannot do everything, but my message for you today, if there's some a specific area that you can do something, if it's only changing the life of one person, you're changing the life of a family.
Merci un peu, Mike. Thank you so much. As I'm listening to you, one of the things that dawned on me, and actually I'm looking at you, Joanne, that it really, I think it's worth saying that, and we know this because Haitian women do this all the time, entrepreneurship is a force for good, right? It's really looking at your circumstances and deciding to do something about them. And this is something that is quintessential to us Haitian women. And as I'm thinking about that, I think that both Maïmoud, really all of your stories, all of our stories, Maïmoud's stories, but also Joanne's story, I think is interesting at two levels. On one end, I think sharing with everyone your path, right, to Courrier Voisin, and the process to that, I think is so important to show that when you engage, it changes you. It's a two-way street. When you engage with Haiti, Haiti serves you and you serve Haiti. It's a two-way street. And I think I would please share that, but also please do talk about the amazing stories from the powerful women who are not here today, but these women are the women who keep us going, who keep me going, I have to say, every time I get to speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, everyone. I'm really happy to be here. My story is not very much different from all y'all's stories. And I like the way you said it so eloquently, engaged, but I would say it, I am very much tête due. Okay. And I am very much tête due in the sense that when I see an injustice being done, when I see something being done that I don't like, regardless of where I am, I have to just blur it out. I have no filter. And this was, since I was little, I was very small, very petite, and I would just stand up and speak out, and it would just bother me. And when I went back, I went to college, I studied computer engineering, and I went back to Haiti and started working. And one thing that struck me a lot, I was working at Sojibank in the big building in Delma, and I was on the 4th floor. I had a nice office. It was, I had the flow. And every morning when I get to work, I look out my window and there's this lady. I don't know if you know Sojibank in Delma 31. Behind Sojibank there's a ravine, chargé à Fadra, I don't know if I translate that, full of trash. And above the Fadra there's a house that was built on top of the Fadra. And every morning when I would go to work and have my coffee, dealing with frame relay, voice over IP, all those super techy stuff, I would see this lady that would bathe her children in a bokit that she would get water from below the Fadra and go up on top of the house because she had no bathroom and no running water to bathe her kids, and then she would, and I would follow her day on top of that house. And this is something that would revolt me, because why is there so much why is there so much disparity? What if that woman, we found out she had an IQ of I don't know how much, she was an extremely smart woman and she could do this and she could do that, and we would never know. And my life went on. I quit my job at Sojibank and I wanted to become an entrepreneur and wanted to start my own business, and I realized that it was time for me to do something different. I created GK, which is a business advisory services. And I kept witnessing these disparities when we went, Beatrice and myself, around the country to work on our missions, doing audits, doing technology audits, doing organizational audits, giving business advisory services to large enterprises, doing time and motion when someone has a manufacturer. We do the timing to figure out how much time you're wasting or how you can improve your production, doing amazing high-level things, I would say. And as we go back and forth from where we stayed at and to the mission, to the office, I still would get so upset and not revolted, but dérangé, dérangé, agacé when I see a marchand, et puis elle a particulièrement les marchands de pistache, elle a un laïer, et puis elle a ses pistaches, elle s'assied sur un petit banc et elle vend les pistaches. And in our framework, that's her stock. La petite pile de pistaches que tu vois là, c'est son stock. C'est le stock de la journée. C'est le stock qui va être vendu pour acheter à manger, payer l'école, payer l'uniforme, payer les rubans, payer tout bagaille. C'est le stock. Et tu te dis, mais elle peut faire mieux. Et si encore, comme cette femme que je vous ai parlé, et si encore elle était une espèce de génie et puis on ne s'est jamais rendu compte. Il y a quelque chose qui doit être fait. Et surely enough, we got together, Beatrice and I, and we started thinking, what is it that we can do? Should we go around and give them money? No. How about we transmit what we've learned, what was given to us as education? How about we just give it to them? How about we gather the women, we start training them, and we start teaching them how to do business, how to improve their production, how to organize their business, how to attain a maturity level, how to use financial instruments, words that they probably, be like, oh, whatever. What is she talking about? How about we do the training and we bring it to a level that they can understand, they can grasp, and close that gap, faire disparaître ces différences, éliminer ces discrepancies. How about we do that? So we got together and we created Bracing Neighbors, which in Creole is Coré Voisin, because you got to Coré de Voisin, that's how we do it. And meaning, I'm not going to do it for my voisin. My voisin is doing it and he is going to lean on me, and I'm going to correr my voisin to take it further, to take it to another level. So we went to l'Écaille. We decided to go to l'Écaille. Anybody around other areas, I'm sorry, because we love l'Écaille.
Guys in the house.
We love l'Écaille, that's just it. No if, buts, or maybe. So we started scouting, going around, trying to engage these women, get them to come to the training, because we wanted to do a training, teach them, give them business advisory, then teach them how to do their business plan, how to do their SWOT analysis, and then have them think about their prix de revient, have them think about their budget, have them think about separating their budget from their personal, their personal expenses. Have them start thinking about that and do things differently, be different and succeed. And we've come to not a conclusion, we've come to learn so much from these women. We've come to learn, we've come to change. We came to change them, and they changed us so much. And we've met extraordinary women that gave us so much hope. Women that have 9 children and they tell you they get paid 750 gourds a month, and they're not talking about, oh, I'm depressed, you know, I need a break. There's none of that. I'm not depressed, I don't need a vacation. I'm here to get trained because I want to do things differently. I want to provide for my family. I want to send my children to school. So I'm going to show up every day for my kids. I'm going to be there every day and then move on. So am I up or should I go on? Okay. So these women, we've been visiting them, training them. We gave them small loans because we are not for giving money. We are here to teach you how to use a financial instrument. We're here to teach you that you get a loan, you have to input the interest rate in your cost, and then you have to input your rent in your cost, and you have to budget the loan reimbursement so you can get a bigger loan, so you can get more money, so you can get more loans. And we've realized that although we do the training, we give the loan, that's not all that they need. They have so many satellite problems that they need more than that. They need to address the fact that the husband is not, you know, all rosy all the time, to be poetic, to say kindly. We've realized that they need help with their children. They don't know how to read. And funny, can I say the story? Okay. One day we're in training, and during the training, to ease smoothly into SWOT analysis and business plan, we give them homework. So in the we do the training. I have to say before that we regroup them in the same sector of business. All women in agriculture come together. We invite them the same day to create some kind of synergy, just like we're doing, you know, networking. And we give them homework, and at the end of the class, they're supposed to give back the homework. And then I see this lady, she's sitting there, and she's not talking, she's not doing the homework, and she's not doing anything, and I'm thinking, oh my God, you did something wrong, maybe you just said something wrong, and she's not happy. And I go to her and I said, est-ce qu'on peut aider ou? Elle dit, non, bon, tu m'appelles, tu mademoiselle qui devant. Ça passe, et puis, ti mademoiselle qui devant was my colleague, Sarah. And I go to Sarah and I say, Sarah, mes filles, ça va faire, non, ça plaisir l'apprendre, qui ça passe. Elle dit, ah non, il pas qu'on lit, pas qu'on écrit l'apprendre, moi, pour le bon réponse devoir, pour m'écrire pour lui, parce que le connaît, il faut le faire devoir, c'est pas qui est important, parce que le diplôme que n'a pas, il faut le gagner, il n'a pas aucun diplôme, elle n'a pas été à la maternelle, pas fait kindergarten, donc c'est quelque chose de extraordinaire que tu viennes suivre une formation et que tu aies un diplôme. Donc, I'm here today to encourage you to plant a seed. Oui. Oui. Pour get engaged, if something is bothering you, something you want to change, get in and do it. And encourage each other. I'm really enjoying this conference.
Merci, Joanne. Thank you. So for now, I would like to open it up. We'll open it up for comments, questions. One quick second, I think, maybe. Yes, please, yes. So we'll pass the mic around for questions, comments.
I'm sorry. I asked for the mic first because I'm a speaker of the next group, but I wanted to say something. I came here because of a project that I have just tackled for Haiti. I am the author of Girls Can Move Mountains, rewriting the rules of female entrepreneurship. And I'm going to speak next, at the next session. But I wanted the mic to say thank you to you, because I just translated the book in Creole. Wow. And I just sent 30 books to Lagonave. I don't know where Lagonave is, but someone said, you can help those women. And I'm doing Lagonave on November 6th. And I translate the book to send to OCAP, because I'm doing OCAP November 19th. And I just got on this train. I don't know how I got on the train, but I'm in the train and I'm heading to do good things for Haiti. In 2005, I built a big school in Jacmel, Haiti. The school carries 360 children from pre-kindergarten to philo. That's me. That's the work I've been doing to Haiti long before some of you were born. And I love Haiti. I was one of those people who ran from the Tonton Macoute at the age of 18. And I still love Haiti. So I thank you very much for what you are doing. And my job right now, I do women empowerment. I just came from Venice, Italy. I've been in France, Dubai, you name it. I'm all over the world talking on women empowerment. So I'm glad someone invited me, give me a door to empower women in Haiti. She's telling me I gotta go because they've been calling for me to go to my group. Thank you.
Thank you, merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. Thank you.
That's not
This is what it's about. Please continue to elevate what you are doing, because we need to know. We need to know, we need to engage, we need to drive deeper action, we need to expand it, because the work is big and we need to do it yesterday. So I'll pass it to Margaret, who would also like to say something.
I wanted to seize that opportunity to speak about one of the misconceptions that a lot of people have about financing in Haiti. And the point has always been made, women, people or women, especially women, don't have access to financing in Haiti. Of course, if you're a micro entrepreneur, if you're a small entrepreneur, you're a medium entrepreneur, you might go to a commercial bank, try to get a loan from a commercial bank, and for some reason, you may not be meeting the criteria that are set for you. So it's not going to work out, with a commercial bank per se. And I guess you must have had that experience. Joanne was a banker at Soji, I was a banker at Citi, and but those commercial banks in Haiti are not the solution for what you need, and we have to understand that. So don't go knocking at their doors because they're not for you. There's a lot of microfinance enterprises in Haiti that do their job and that take the time to guide women, to guide people that want loan, to give them the beaba of keeping a book. You may not have something sophisticated, but you know what your revenues are, you know what your expenses are, you know how much you're spending, and so on and so forth. They also guide you in other aspects, such as quality control, such as understanding the risks that you have facing you in the particular sector that you are in. And this is the way to go. So the next time you hear about somebody tell you financing is not accessible, take a step back and ask that person, where did you go for financing? Okay. So I think it's important that that be known. Okay. And remember again, a commercial bank takes money from you, and wants to give it to me, but they have to make sure that the me that they want to give it to, okay, can pay it back. Okay, so it becomes a risk analysis somehow, and micro, mini, small, no, that's not their cup of cake. Okay? Thank you. Just wait.
Yes.
name is Marlene Silver. I'm the communications chair for the North Carolina Haitian Women's Coalition. A group of us traveled here from North Carolina, about 4 hours away. My question is, and this may have already been identified as a question in previous conferences, but I want to know how, not only, I know we can do it here, or I'm able to do it here right now, but what is a system that's already been identified, that's laid down for women like us in America who can connect with someone consistently to follow a path, a well-known, vetted path to entrepreneurship within Haiti? Not, oh, go ask this person, oh, go do this, send this email, make sure you don't go here, but go, you know, that's kind of the path that I followed, and it's really stopped me along the way or discouraged me, and every year I come back to the same thing. So I don't want to, and I want to share this information with other women, but I don't want to keep coming to that barrier. I want to go past it. So how do we go about really following that path? I'm not asking for an easy way. I'm not trying, you know, because when I do ask that type of question, it's like, well, you know, I get met with, well, you're not going to get the easy way. You know, I have to go through this, and so you're going to have to go through that too. It's not that. It's how can I identify steps, paths, systems that I can follow, not necessarily that it's easy, but I can do it myself without getting blocked to do business in Haiti.
Good question. You want to answer that?
My question is a little bit of an answer to that, but I defer to the panelists.
Yeah, go ahead, and then if anyone on the panel wants to add.
Okay, so bonsoir tout le monde. Je vais quitter Haïtien pour parler avant because I'm not Haitian, even though I love Haiti very, very much. I'm Hilary Thomas Lake, Dr. Hilary Thomas Lake, American, Bajan origin, grew up in Barbados. I work as an advisor to the Prime Minister of Barbados on philanthropy for social and economic development. Haiti saved my life a long time ago, so I'm here for her in all her phases and permutations. So I'm really happy to be here. This panel is amazing. Well, one of the things that's amazing, and to your question, young lady, about the systems, you know, what is a laid down, established system? You're making it.
That's right.
Okay? I have 35 years of a career in international development, and I've lived in Haiti and worked in Haiti. Every day, women especially, but people of all kinds of backgrounds are making the system, because with all due respect to the humanity of the people who run the government, excusez-moi. So people, and this is one of my advice Prime Minister Motley about, she loves Haiti. She wants to do things for Haiti. Like, but Mia, if you want to do things for Haiti, you got to figure out how to be Prime Minister of Barbados, but engage with the people. Don't disrespect the government. You gotta go around, go underneath, jump over. Parce que yon pas de faut travail pour yon. But this, what you're hearing up here, is human-centered systems, thinking about systems change for the collective good. This is hard work. This is hard work. So no, it's not going to be easy. I don't imagine that you want easy. But if you love Haiti, if you want to dance with Haiti, if you think of her as your mother, as I do, and you want her to hold you in her arms, you got to be willing to do the hard work. All of your sisters who are sitting up here, they're in the trenches every day. There is no laid down system. You guys, people are establishing the system as they go. So just remember that. And remember that from a friend who considers herself also a daughter of Haiti, who's always here to support, because there is no simple way.
That's right.
I fully agree with you, and but there's one institutional path. I don't know what that will give, but you can try it. C'est le ministère du Commerce qui a un centre de facilitation des investissements Okay, so you go to them and they will tell you how to put up your company, how to do this, how to do that, and so on and so forth. Now, the various steps that you have to follow, how long this is going to take you, nobody knows. But there's one reference that you can always. Ministère du Commerce, CFI, Centre de Facilitation des Investissements.
I respect her statement in regards to that. Yes, there is an organization within the government, CFI, whole 9 yards. But being a member of the diaspora, if I followed that path, I would not be here. My product would not be endorsed. My product would not be endorsed. You please, and again, hopefully, let's dream. The next administration, that won't be the case. Because at the end of the day, that is the way you should do it, okay? But I remember the first time I emailed such entities, and the first email I got, which I was like, why am I getting this? You know, a document with, if you invest in Haiti, we'll give you this advantage. If you invest in Haiti, we'll give you that advantage. And it kind of goes along with what you were saying in regards to one roadblock after another roadblock. As I said, my designs have manufactured all around the world. Not underneath Benavier, but working for large companies. I see what other countries do to promote investing in their country, and Haiti doesn't do that. And so if I was to sit here and continue to follow that path, I would have never been where I am now. And I just remember, it was like start, as you're saying, you know, start small and then just grow. You know, find your way in and then just grow. Because guess what, I hate to say this, I'm the diaspora on this panel, but there are times when you sit here and you want to have the best intentions, and every door you will be met with. As I said, I was meeting with big people and they kept saying, your quality is not here. Well, guess what? I'm the one who went down to Haiti to train and make my quality in Haiti.
That's right.
So, you know, what she's saying is 100% about, there's not going to be an easy way, but you've got to figure it out and really figure out what is your level of commitment. Again, I'm going to use that word commitment because too often people say they want to do Haiti, they say they want to engage in Haiti, and then after a while, it's just like, you know what, I'm going to stop. Life happens, so to speak, you know. But if you're really, truly committed, life doesn't happen. You just keep continuing to find a way. You seek out your destiny if you feel like your destiny is dealing and engaging with Haiti.
No, I'm finished. I promise, Shaggy. Oti. I wanted, the beauty of the collective is that the answer rests in the collective. So these two answers are two sides of the same coin. I remember in the early 90s, the first time that I engaged around smallholder farmer work, I was 11 years old, and I was at Saint-François d'Assise, and we played a conference on the impact of climate change and livelihood on smallholder farmers. Saint-François. And the reason why I'm saying this is because right now, today, unfortunately, 4 million of our Haitian brothers and sisters are food insecure. In a country whose primary economy throughout history has been agriculture. How did we get here? We don't have time to get into a lot of the details, but one of the things that I can tell you is that weak government is in part how we got here. So as we think about how we move forward, these two answers are two sides of the same coin. Where do we reinforce? And there's a difference between state and government. The state is all the services that we need to run businesses, pay taxes, and so on and so forth. So as we're forging forward, there is an opportunity to think about how do we fix the plane while it's flying. So again, two sides of the same coin, and that's the beauty of why we're here together, So, and I encourage you to network with one another because together we have all the answers. If I'm missing anybody, please let me know.
Hello everyone. What I wanted to say is more of a comment. I live in Haiti, and hearing Margaret, Diane, apart from my Maud, whom I know, and Joanne, I commend you all. You are amazing. I'm in Haiti, and I didn't know all that. I didn't know what you were doing. And what I'm about to say, it's a bit sad and uplifting at the same time, because what you are doing, it should have been done by the government. The government is here to protect us, to guide us, to educate us, and it's you that is doing it. And I think that any government actually should learn from you.
Thank you for helping me. Let's see. Thank you.
Ok, again, ma vraiment quick, et puis ma paye parler parce que moi, j'ai une ressource qui est extraordinaire, 4 personnes qui sont là. Et le docteur Joanne, c'est ça, il t'a parlé? Pendant la parole, et puis ma petite personne, son mentor, they need a mentor. Et mentorship, son bagage, si nous te mettons en pratique, pour ces petites filles, moi, c'est lui qui coordonné North Carolina, pour moi, to come right here. But you put a database. Moi, respecte ce dit, madame. Cependant, nous finissons que nous ne pouvons pas compter sur le gouvernement. Et diaspora, on va gagner oublié du matin. After God, we are the solutions about Haiti. After God, I said, we are the solutions. Et moi, content, Madame Sizio, sorry about it, qui t'a parlé, elle t'a fait nous connaître que pour changement arriver, moun ne pas prendre la rue encore. En plus, on a dit pour le peuple en sortir. Et si nous faisons nous bien, nous, ouais, ça va passer avec Wanamen, Kapaka. C'est diaspora. Depuis autant de diaspora, ils tremblent. Depuis autant de diaspora, ils font pipi sur eux. Il y a l'entoilette, ils ont diarrhée, ils changent de parole. We are the solutions. Come together. Put a database. Nous-mêmes, jeunes, nous comprendre fin grand monde. C'est jeunes pour nous courir. Nous devons arriver là, excusez-moi, c'est pas vous-même, chérie. Mais nous arrivons là, nous combattons, nous faisons ici. Oh, il y a des gens qui sont arrivés, qui sont arrivés. Pour même arriver de côté. Pour montrer qu'on arrive, quitter un bagaille, un legacy. Legacy, ça, c'est pas petit tout qui ici. Nous avons petit tout qui fait ici. Mais Haïti, un collège, c'est de Haïti à parler. They don't even know about Haiti, but you get that one. Let's say you even never see the oh, my mom was Haitian, but what has she done? Nothing for Haiti. We are the solutions. God bless you.
Right. Auntie Workett, one quick request. If we can be briefer so that everybody can get in, I would appreciate it.
I just want to be very brief. So, very brief, and then we can connect afterward. Because the piece of, you can do small things, you don't have to do big things. And we started because of the earthquake, and we started a small micro grant that is now in 5 regions in Haiti. And it's, you know, in Au-Cap, it's in La Vallée de Jacmel, it's in Saint-Marc, and it's small. And the thing that makes it work is working in partnership. Nous pas besoin de reproduire. Il y a 1,000 NGOs qui Haïti déjà. Nous pas besoin de l'autre NGO. What we need to do is to partner. So what we need to know is qui est-ce qui La Vallée Jacmel? Qui est-ce qui Jérémy? Qui est-ce qui au Cap? And then nous connecter avec. That's how I did it. That's how I did it. I work with those who are already in Haiti, peuple là qui connaît yo, et partager avec yo. M'pa connaît toute dynamique qui Haïti, yo connaît ni. M'gen ressources là, moi gen l'argent, moi gen commitment. Non m'pa jamais quitter Haïti. Pas gen rien qui t'a fait m'oublier Haïti. But they're on the ground. So that's how you do it. You connect with those who are there.
Right. You have not identified yourself.
Oh oui,
Yes.
Moi c'est Dr. Yannick Edmond-Pierre, moi c'est petite la vallée Jacmel, cette génération, Lembra Bossipo Joseph, and our non-profit is called WISO, a programme dans les men en men.
Men en men. Dr. Dominique Charles Swilly, men en men.
Merci, merci. Et qu'est-ce qui est devenu après? Perdu. I'm lost. I'm making sure everybody goes.
Thank you. So, ladies, I have a question about trust, okay? So, one of the things that I do is mentor young people who are doing development projects in Haiti, especially kids in university. And I'll tell you, one of the things that I struggle with is to get them to trust other people. What I mean is, you know, I don't know if it's in the way we learn at school to be very competitive. So people have a very hard time trying to embrace that strategic competition, you know, where you don't see the other person as a competition for you, but a potential ally because you share the same vision, right? So I really would like to hear from you, and anyone here, as a matter of fact, like how do you teach people to embrace that feeling where they feel like they can't trust others and really recognize that and learn to trust one another?
Would like to, yes.
Thank you. I'm really happy you asked that question because this was a real problem for us in our project in Corée Voisin. How do you make someone understand that you are here to serve them, you are here to help them, for them to trust you? It takes time. We are not, I love that word, we are raised as Mahon. Sometimes there's this, I could say, ça Joanne a fait, Alexis va connaître, c'est comme ça qu'on a été élevé, mais ça prend du temps. Ça prend chita manger avec nous, mais ça prend surtout d'établir what are both of us afraid of. We are afraid of the same thing. We care about the same thing. We care about providing for our children. I have children, so do you. I get out and I work every day, and so do you. So what I'm afraid of, you most likely are afraid of the same thing. So how about, since I've surmonté my fears, how about I tell you how I did it and you see if it works for you and I can help you do it. That's how we establish trust, embracing neighbors.
Yes, thank you. I would like to add something. I'm glad you came with that solution because that was my idea. When she asked for how is there a system to have a business in Haiti, I was like, oh my God, what did I do to do the businesses? It was an adjustment of every day, and you're right, because when I decided to open another wellness center in Cap-Haïtien, the first thing I did is, I'm not from Cap-Haïtien, I found somebody who's in Cap-Haïtien and who's interested in that business, and we partnered. And we intend to do it in other areas of the country. For the trust part, I think our history can explain that. We've been promised so many things, and then people, you know, they don't keep their promise. Après tremblement de terre, on yo vini, yo you propose des bagailles. Et après ça, y aller. When things get tough, because things get tough every single day in Haiti, you have to be tougher. And when you can décourager, because there's no system, there's nothing you have to improve, you have to create every day. And I think that's the biggest problem with the trust, because they don't know that, will you be engaged? Will you keep your commitment? Maybe when things get tough, I won't see you anymore. So I think the best way, like Joanne said, is to talk with them, but first to listen to them. Because we know living in Haiti, people want to help us. In nan jan yo pense k'ap bon pour nous. But have you asked me how I feel? Have you asked me what solution I thought of? Because when le map vive situation, moi gon solution dans tête moi. Mais peut-être que m'pa gen moun k'ap aider faire solution. Donc si vous voulez aider, ask me first how I feel. Ask me what's my problem. Ask me what my solutions. Et puis ensemble nous travaillons. When you take the time to listen to people and you make them feel that you really care about them, and then you share your story with them, they can relate and then connect. But it will take time because you have to prove that you earn their trust.
I want to add to that as the outsider. Sorry. I value what they said so much. I am where I am because of my team and because of time. My team that I work with originally was in Cité Soleil. And I used to go down to Cité Soleil and train them. And I remember one of them actually coming up to me and saying, Madame Diane, we've worked with other people, but they would come for the day and then they would leave and just leave the work and move away. Whereas you're here with us all day, all afternoon, for the whole time frame that you're here. So it was a trust situation. Even something as simple as like using, sorry to be vulgar, but using the bathroom. And I remember I was like, I have to go to the bathroom, and they were like, I don't know if we want her to use the same bathroom that we use. And I looked at them and I was like, if you use it, I can use it. So it's like these levels of trust. And now, because you said you deal with adolescents, I will say this, going back to what you're saying about history, which is very important, which makes me think of you. When you're dealing with adolescents, the biggest problem is that we do not install teamwork in sports in the youth of Haiti enough at a larger capacity. When I'm talking to my team now, you see I'm saying team. I literally say to them, I'm not your boss, I'm your captain. We are a team. If you fall, I fall. If I fall, you fall. They get it, and it really is a trust, but it's really about installing teamwork. So if you're dealing with adolescents, get them involved in sports some way, shape, or form, because it's not in our long history, long time ago had sports, but it's not enough in our current history of Haiti to have sports.
We do have sports in Haiti.
not at the capacity of the population.
But we do. I just wanted to add something concerning trust. You know what it takes at the macro level? Because that's what we're talking about as well. The right leadership, the right people, the people that can instill, the people that speak with you with sincerity, and the people that are there to serve you. So it's going to be extremely important. And when we're talking about change in Haiti, yes, there are going to be micro changes, but at one point in time, there has to be that macro change. There has to be that change in governance. There has to be another set of people, you know, at the helms of the affairs of Haiti, and in, comment dirais-je, insuffler another kind of message to Haiti. I mean, to the Haitian people.
Women leaders.
Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Kai Etienne. I'm from OCAP. I'm a very young entrepreneur in OCAP, and going back
I used to live in Miami. I started in Miami, went to high school, did college. I went to college, did my bachelor's, master's, but I decided to move back to Haiti. So hearing you ladies give me more hope because I know that you know that IT is not easy. It's not an easy field. Vraiment, you really have to do everything yourself in Haiti, but it's a question of choice, I would say. Once you choose something, you have to be committed to it. Like I'm in hospitality and tourism. I'm a manager of Retrouvailles Hotel, which is a brand new hotel in Okap. And when people come to the hotel, they would ask me, how do you speak English so well? I'm like, I used to live in the States. And then the first question is like, why would you come back to Haiti? And that's one of the questions that bothers me, to be honest, because I really chose to go back. So I'm really into, I'm a lover of IT. I always felt like if we as Haitians do not take ownership of our country, who will? So like, I'm very young, but I'm also very passionate about like IT. Comme si que nous-mêmes, Haïtiens, nous pas éduquer tête nous en l'autre gens, pour que nous aimer pays nous, pour que nous encourager moun investir en Haïti, même si c'est difficile, ok? Mais tout pays a un problème par eux. Tout pays a un problème par eux, and I feel like we have to educate the next generation. Because since I'm in education as well, because my family they are business people in Okap. It's so sad every day that what do you want to do? Their answer will always be to go somewhere, not ever to stay in their country. So we have to change the narratives, and as you, the diaspora, it's not easy to go back. I know that. I really know that because it's hard to live in Haiti. Like, even if you have the means to buy gas, where's the gas? Where is the gas? Where can you buy? Like right now, I was talking to my mom the other day. I'm like, how's the hotel doing? It's like there's no gas because in Okap, c'est pas comme si on gas facile and it has to come from Port-au-Prince. So it's a lot to do in Haiti, but c'est le sentiment d'appartenance que nous supposons gagner pour que nous keep it going and to have change the narrative of Haiti. It's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful country. Anyway, I want to close this, but I encourage you guys to go visit Okap. I know my city. It's the safest place to go right now. And I'm in tourism, so you guys can ask me anything about Haiti. Okap. Yes, Retrouvailles Hotel. So, yes, just let me know I'm here.
Awesome discussion. So I'm going to pose this question especially to you, Diana, but I'll pose this question for you based on your background, but everyone's welcome to answer. So I'm thinking about my early childhood in Haiti, and I love just my mom would take me to get the textile, to go to the couturier, to get the dress done, to go to get your leather sandals done. And I still use one of my dad's bags that's way older than me. It's a beautiful leather bag. And I'm yearning for us to have quality products in Haiti. So I'd love to hear your comments on how, just kind of from your experience, what you think we can do as consumers, aside from buying. And if there's any chambers of commerces in the States that have really been helpful.
I'm gonna be blunt and honest. I know you're saying, what can we do outside of buying? You know, we're in a consumer world. And right now, one of Haiti's biggest challenges is exporting product. I mean, we're, as she said on the panel, they're losing jobs. So buying is too important for us to kind of sugarcoat it. We have to buy made in Haiti. I'll tell you right now, I'm like a big, keen made in Haiti person, 100%, 500%. So buying is one of the key things. Are there Chamber of Commerces here? Yes, there's I believe in Miami, I know New York has one. There's so many Haitian American Chamber of Commerces in big Haitian populated areas. I think there's one in Atlanta as well. No, because you have to keep in mind that I'm coming from a sector that, even though it's a very big sector in Haiti, but I really did do something very unique in Haiti. Meaning the textile industry in Haiti is mostly uniform-like in t-shirts, cotton-made goods. I'm dealing with silk. I remember when people came to me, they were like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. And I'm like, none of you guys have ever dealt with silk. It's easy for people to say textile is a textile, but no, I was really going down and training them to use a fabric that no one really, they imported for small level tailors and seamstresses, but like importing, exporting, and again, the whole concept of a quality level. You're talking about this bag that your dad has. But then, you know, there's so many things that people just, again, we're always thinking just t-shirts and uniforms, where there's a shoe company in Haiti that makes amazing shoes, you know? It might not necessarily be my style, but the quality is like, you know, we could probably really manufacture and export shoes out of Haiti. That's just a company in itself, but there are so many artisans. I'm gonna actually revert back to the basic métier. You know, there are so many artisans, so many different sectors, whether it's woods, whether it's leather, whether it's beading, that too often we don't look at, and those are major industries. You know, whether it's jewelry, the bones, you know, that we're just overlooking to think of something else, you know, and we cannot do that anymore, that we really do need to support made in Haiti.
Briefly, oh, I'm sorry. No, you're right, I'm sorry, it was you. I want to say thank you to you for that, because we work in the coffee sector as well as the Real Palmasquiti sector. People don't notice, but we have 16 different brands at Walmart. Made in Haiti. Starbucks is one of our largest customers. Thank you, keep doing it. Keep buying the $10 coffee cups. You're selling to Haiti. Right now, Real Palmasquiti, as everybody knows it, castor oil. We beat out Jamaica. Sorry, Jamaica. Our product was laboratory seen as, I don't want to say superior, but it is what it is. And we started, let's say, Who is we? I'm talking per sector. I want to talk about my specific company only.
But you must talk about your company, please. We want to know.
Okay. I'm on the board. I work with Gio Wiener, and that is Selecto Cafe, Toro Cafe, Cacao, etc. We also do pistache, mamba. Buy our products. As a matter of fact, because of all the problems we've had in exporting, we didn't get a visa from Tilapri, etc. He did not want to give us that visa, so we expanded our local markets by 4. And that's what sustained us over the past 3 years. And I should say my background is working with USAID as private sector development. And from 2017, to piggyback on what you guys have been saying, from 2017 we've seen, I think we started seeing like 20% decrease in revenues for companies. And now I think a lot of the companies, it's very difficult for a lot of us. We're just basically living off fumes and credit. And thank God for the local market. The other thing is that a lot of the diaspora, we go down to Haiti and we have we're going to help. We're going to take over. We really need to be careful. I started working in Haiti in 2007, and
we started working in the Leogane region and sugarcane and stuff like that. And we were having all these PhDs. I didn't even know you could get a PhD in sugarcane until then. I was like, it was a learning thing. I was just writing the project. And what we found out is that one of the things I told a lot of the PhDs is like, look, you're gonna go out there, you're gonna meet people who are illiterate, we get that. But they know what sugarcane variety needs to go where. Please respect. And I think we didn't really say that. Just to add to to the ladies, by the way, thank you, you guys, I'm fangirling you. This was one of the things I said, just please treat them with respect. They know. And that's probably because I come from a sugarcane family or from Leogane, so I knew a lot of the people. It's a little bit easier in the provinces that, where everybody meets together. It's much more democratic than perhaps in Port-au-Prince. Well, that's how I explained it. The third thing is that how do we as HLN leverage what we, like an 88,000 group, 88,000 people, how do we leverage this in on a political scale? How do we make it work for the masses, meaning the large majority of Haitians, with government? We have a great deal of impact politically. So how do we leverage that politically, which will then be able to spill over economically?
Thank you. I will ask us to keep it to 10-15 seconds so that we can wrap up on time. And I also would like our panelists to be able to leave you with one last word, okay? So I'll turn it to you.
Try to keep it short.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Castelline Tillis. I'm a diaspora and a technology entrepreneur. I launched my first venture in Haiti January of 2020, IET Analytics, if you all have heard of it. I ultimately exited 3 years later because entrepreneurship is hard. Entrepreneurship in Haiti is even harder. So my question for our esteemed panelists, can you please share with us a challenge that you encountered early on in your entrepreneurship journey and how you addressed it for us aspiring entrepreneurs or seasoned entrepreneurs in the room?
I'll take the last comments. Any other?
Bonsoir tout le monde. Bonsoir. Et je dois vous dire que j'admire les femmes qui veulent et qui travaillent pour changer leur pays. J'ai 70 ans. Ça fait longtemps que j'ai fait ce travail. Et j'ai un coup d'avoir perdu quelque part du temps, puisque je n'ai pas encore vu de changement dans mon pays. C'est la première fois que je viens ici. Et je suis contente de vous voir travailler, de travailler individuellement. Je respecte le travail de ces femmes. Je continuerai à le respecter. Mais je m'autorise à vous dire que le travail individuel ne donne pas le pays. Le pays que vous aimez, que vous chantez dans toutes les langues, que vous décidez, que vous faites tout pour ce pays-là. On l'aime. Mais qu'est-ce qu'on fait pour le sortir de ce truc? Chacun de nous. J'ai travaillé, j'ai fait l'éducation, j'ai fait l'alphabétisation, j'ai travaillé dans le sida, je suis architecte, j'ai fait plein de choses. Mais il est dans ce trou. Jusqu'à un moment de la durée, quand j'aurais dû continuer à travailler dans le social, je me suis mise à travailler dans le privé et j'ai réussi. Et maintenant, ce que j'ai fait, je ne peux plus le dire. Parce que je n'ai pas pensé aux autres. Je n'ai pas pensé à ce travail individuel. Où est-ce qu'il va nous emmener? Tu as bien dit. Et les institutions, il faut les refaire. De ce que nous faisons individuellement, ceux qui ne peuvent pas doivent en bénéficier. Et c'est le rôle des femmes. C'est pas diaspora seulement, c'est femmes. Femmes diaspora pas changer le pays ça. Par l'autre. C'est nous qui trip, c'est nous maman, c'est nous qui fait sacrifice. pas connais. Ma fille va Haïti. Je choisis Tila Pili, je choisis l'hôpital général, je choisis mourir. Janvier, je ne pas sortir. Je vis dans la je continue à boumer, je marcher à un bâton pèlerin. Nous jeunes, nous capables. Réfléchir, pas penser à tête seulement. Faire confiance à l'autre là. Ça n'a pas dit. Yo pas trop mentir. M'a fait nous là, m'a fait ma force où était à la mon coup. C'est tout bon comme ça. Yo montré l'école là pour nous passer devant l'autre là tout le temps. Li pas bon. Li pas bon. Et puis ça t'est dit mais en pile j'aille pas loi, ben nous mentir. Regardez net, nous perdons confiance. On nous reprend. Yes. Nous mettons. Ma pas pour. Nous d'accord pour continuer. Mais on continue. Yes. Et nous t'arrêtons mais avant de mourir, well. Alléluia.
Very well closing.
I don't know if you agree, but I don't think there's anything left to be said.
Yeah.
I think I will lastly end by saying that this cannot be the end of this conversation. We're here for another day and a half. Get together, connect, exchange. There's a overlap. I know that the Asian ladies, leaders, women, are also thinking about what's next. I will be thinking about what's next with them. Let's engage. Let's make this the last of this conversation. Thank you for coming. And thank you for our panelists. Please, 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 please.